Good afternoon. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today, the vice presidential election is going on, and the counting will take place in the evening. And by evening, the results will be out. But in fact, unofficially, results are already out. So, because the two important persons are in the fray, one is Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, supported by NDA, National Democratic Alliance, and on the other side, you have Gopal Krishna Gandhi, grandson of Mahatma Gandhi, and this person is supported by UPA, United Progressive Alliance. Since the number is higher towards Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, his win is inevitable and he is going to be elected as the Vice President of India. And the term of the current Vice President, Mr. Hamid Ansari, is going to come to an end by August 10th. And this newly elected vice president, he will be taking the oath, and he will become the vice president of India. And please remember, the oath of office to the vice president of India is administered by the president of India. Please remember these points. These are the possible questions in the examination. And kindly remember, if you when we are discussing about the president of India, we said the term of the president is 5 years. In the similar manner, the term of the vice president is also 5 years. And also remember, whoever is the vice president, he or she acts as the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Right? I repeat, whoever is the vice president, that person is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha, meaning Rajya Sabha chairman is neither elected nor selected nor appointed, but somebody is elected as the vice president of India, and that person will be performing the role as the chairman of the Rajya Sabha, meaning that is very much similar to the functions of the speaker in the Lok Sabha, meaning Rajya Sabha chairman is the counterpart of Lok Sabha speaker. That's it. So now, if you look at some more points regarding this vice president, we have seen so many vice presidents so far, starting from Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, who was the first vice president of India. And of course, after serving a vice president, again he was elected as a vice president, meaning he served as the vice president of India for 2 terms, 5 plus 5, 2 terms. That is 10 years. So now the point is that how many times a single person can be elected as a vice president of India? Please remember, Constitution has put no restrictions on number of terms. 1 term is equal to 5 years. Single person can be elected as the vice president of India for any number of terms, right? And so far, if you look at our vice presidents, all the vice presidents served only for 1 term, except the first vice president of India and the present vice president of India. Right? The first vice president was Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, and as of today, our vice president is Mr. Hamid Ansari. And this gentleman also got elected as a vice president for 2 terms. Clear? So between Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan and Dr. Hamid Ansari, so many people were there, and all these got elected to the office of the vice president for only 1 term. Okay, so tomorrow, if there is a question, how many terms a single person can be elected to the office of the vice president? What is your answer? Answer is there is no restriction on number of terms, right? And I would like to say one thing, before we go ahead. We have designed an app, right? Everybody, the technology. And whatever the app that we have designed now, that app is basically, as of now, that is suitable only for this Android mobiles, not for iPhones. Okay, so right, iPhone version, the process is on, so that is being developed. Very soon that will be presented to you also. But all of you who are possessing Android mobiles, so from Play Store, you know what is this, right? So from Play Store, you can download our app, and the app name is onlineias.com. Onlineias, single word, .com. So without any space, you just search for it in the Play Store, and from there you can download it. It will take very little time for this downloading, and in that app you can start looking at our videos, all current affairs videos. That app is absolutely free for all, right? And you can watch our current affairs videos, you can read our current affairs material, and you will also get the information regarding our forthcoming batches, right? And you can also, at the end, I have also added one this button that is related to today's question. So right in the particular area, I'll be uploading at least one question every day. One very nice question I'll be uploading that. You just try to look at the question and try and find out the answer. Okay, of course, at the bottom, I'll also give you the answer. I don't keep that pending. I'll also give you the answer. But my suggestion is that please look at the question carefully, read the question carefully, read the options carefully, then try to go for the answers. Right? So this is a kind of practice for you. Right? So apart from whatever I am giving you the, this questions, sometimes, during current affairs, I'll show you the various questions. Apart from this question, at least one question or two questions, sometimes more than that, that will be uploaded on day-to-day basis. And kindly look at these questions on the same day itself, because next day those questions may not be available. Am I clear? So the app is also ready, and what are all the updates are there with respect to current affairs or forthcoming batches, everything will be given to you. And now you can just open the switch on your mobile and open our app onlineias.com, and there you can watch our videos. Okay, so nicely. So from now onwards, you need not carry your laptops or something. That's everywhere. App is very much there. You can start enjoying that, right? And that's it. And whenever any updates are there with respect to our app, so I'll be getting back to you. So with respect to that, fine. Now let's come back to the discussion on vice president. So the today election is happening, right? The voting process is on, but the point is that who will vote in that election? Please remember, the vice president election is an indirect election, because we are not voting. If we are voting, if the citizens are permitted to vote, that is called direct election. Since we are not permitted to vote, somebody else is permitted to vote. That is the reason why this is the indirect election. But who are those people who are taking part, who are voting in that election? That small group of people who are permitted to vote in the vice president election, that group is called electoral college. Right? Very recently during the election of the president of India, I used the same term, electoral college. But please remember, president electoral college is different and vice president electoral college is different. Right? So with respect to vice president, all the members of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, all the members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are permitted to vote in the vice president elections. So meaning is 545 plus 245. This is the number 790. Only the 790 members are permitted to vote in the election of the vice president. Fine. And of course, the who will conduct the election of the vice president? Answer is the election commission. I told you already, election commission will conduct elections for president, vice president, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state legislative assemblies, and state legislative councils. Right? And the responsibility has been handed over to Secretary General of Rajya Sabha, and under his direction, the election is going on now. By evening, we get the results, and Mr. Venkaiah Naidu probably will be declared as elected as the vice president of India. Right? So regarding Venkaiah Naidu, right? So this is a person who is a very hard-working person, right? So since beginning, so from the lowest level, he reached to the second highest position in India, right? So that all because of his continuous work for the people, right? On the other hand, so you will see Sir Gopal Krishna Gandhi, and he served as a this governor for West Bengal also, right? So regarding that, some information I'll show it to you, and let's have a discussion on this. Have a look at this now. The vice president is accorded a rank next to the president in the official warrant of precedence. And the vice president is elected indirectly by the members of an electoral college consisting of the members of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Please remember this. It includes nominated members also. As you all know, in Lok Sabha, you have 2 nominated members. In Rajya Sabha, you have 12 nominated members. All these members are nominated by the President of India. These nominated members are not permitted to vote in the election of the President of India, but nominated members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are permitted to vote in the vice presidential elections. Am I clear? State legislatures are not coming into the picture. State legislative assemblies are not coming into the picture with respect to election of the vice president. Am I clear? So these are the points that you should remember very carefully. And in future, there may be a question in the examination. So far, how many people have served for 2 terms in the office of the vice president? Answer will be 2. Just now I explained you. One was Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan and second is Mr. Hamid Ansari. Okay. And how many terms single person can be elected? There is no limitation. Single person can get elected for any number of terms. But the thing is that he should contest in the elections and he can win in the elections. Now, once again, look at this. Election is held in accordance with a system of proportional representation by means of the single transferable vote, and the voting is by secret ballot. You know what is the meaning of secret ballot? I told you while discussing about the president. So what are the qualifications? Should be a citizen of India. Yes, fine. Should have completed 35 years of age and should not hold any office of profit. And the last one is should be qualified for election as a member of the Rajya Sabha. And see here, my dear close friends, some of you are getting confused at this particular one. Should be qualified for the election as a member of the Rajya Sabha. This is what the constitution says. But he is not a member of Rajya Sabha. Am I clear? Very, very important. You have to understand this very clearly. Vice President is not a member of the Rajya Sabha. Am I clear? But he should be eligible to be elected as a member of the Rajya Sabha. Since he is going to head the Rajya Sabha, this qualification has been added. Am I clear? Very, very, very important. When I say strength of Rajya Sabha as of now is 245, it does not include the vice president, because vice president is not a member of Rajya Sabha. Please remember this point. But he should be qualified. He should be eligible to be elected as a member of the Rajya Sabha. Please remember this point very carefully. Don't get confused. Am I clear? Next, I'm going further. Look at this. Sitting president or vice president of the union or the governor of any state and a minister of the union or any state is not deemed to hold any office of profit and hence qualified for being a candidate of the vice president. Meaning is simple, all the people who are holding these positions, they need not submit the resignations, right? So before contesting in the elections, once they get elected, their previous position is deemed to be vacated. Look at this. Nomination for the election must be subscribed by at least 20 electors. Electors means voters. Voters means these are the members in the electoral college, right? While discussing about president, we said 50 proposers and 50 seconders for president. Please remember, for vice president, it is 20 proposers and 20 seconders. This 20 plus 20 must be the members of the electoral college. Am I clear? Very, 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 very important. Next, contesting candidate has to make a security deposit of 15,000 rupees. And the oath of office is administered by the president Once elected, the term is 5 years. Whenever vice president wants to resign, resignation will be submitted to the president of India. And when it comes to the removal, please remember one thing very clearly. Only at the time of election, the Lok Sabha comes into the picture. Once the vice president is elected, vice president has nothing to do with the Lok Sabha, and the Lok Sabha has nothing to do with the this vice president. Since vice president is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha, if there is any problem for anybody with vice president, that problem will be there for the members of the Rajya Sabha. That is the reason why if you want to remove a person from the chair of the Rajya Sabha chairman, so then that person should be removed as a vice president. That is the reason why the removal procedure for the vice president must begin only in the Rajya Sabha. That's it. The process cannot be initiated in the Lok Sabha. Removal procedure must be initiated only in the Rajya Sabha. Please remember this. And after the process is over in the Rajya Sabha, then the scene will be shifted to Lok Sabha. If Lok Sabha accepts to that, then the vice president is considered to be removed. Am I clear? Only one thing I want you to remember. The vice president is elected by the members of the parliament. The vice president is removed by the members of the parliament, meaning both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha is coming into picture. But with respect to removal, it is the Rajya Sabha that comes into the picture first. Procedure must be initiated in the Rajya Sabha. Am I clear? Very, very, very important. The next point is that how many vice presidents have been removed in India so far? 0. That's it. Okay. No vice president has been removed so far. Yes. Okay. So this is regarding removal, re-election, right? There is no restrictions with respect to re-election. It can be done for any number of times. You can see when the vacancy is created in the office of the vice president. Once the 5-year term is over, if the vice president dies, then there is a vacancy. If the vice president submits a resignation letter, that is considered to be a vacancy. If the vice president is removed, that is also vacancy. Otherwise means what? Article 71 comes into the picture. If there is any election dispute, that dispute can be challenged only in the Supreme Court. Right? I told you this point during the discussion on the president, meaning election dispute with respect to the office of the president and vice president can be challenged only in the Supreme Court. And the decision of the Supreme Court shall be final and exclusive. Am I clear? And if the Supreme Court decides like that, that will be coming under the reason of otherwise. Is that okay? So now you know. So how? Kindly remember, if the vice president is not there, if the office is vacant, meaning there is no Rajya Sabha chairman. So during that time, if there is a vacancy, then the deputy chairman of the Rajya Sabha, I repeat, then the deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha will act as the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Am I clear? Very, very important. And please remember, I already told you, chairman of Rajya Sabha is not a member of Rajya Sabha, is not a member of the Rajya Sabha, but deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha must be a member of the Rajya Sabha. Please remember this. Clear? So these are the things you have to have clarity. So then only you'll be able to score in the examination. Right? Hopefully you got the clarity. Right? Now I go ahead. So with respect to the functions of the vice president, you know, the constitution has given the functions like this. The functions is 1, he will be acting as a ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. That is his regular duty. And apart from that, you know, in any case, if there is a vacancy in the office of the vice president of India, then vice president will be acting as the president of India, or the vice president will be discharging the functions of the, the president of India. Clear? So during the time, the vice president will get the salary of the president. Okay, what is the salary of the vice president? Salary of vice president is 1,25,000 rupees per month. Salary of president is 1,50,000 rupees per month. But when the vice president is acting as the president of India, then he draws the salary of the president. Am I clear? Because at the time he is not performing his role with respect to the office of the this Rajya Sabha chairman. And please remember another important point I would like to tell you: whatever the salary that vice president is drawing, 1,25,000 rupees, that the salary is drawn in the capacity as the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Right, that is drawn in the capacity as the chairman of the Rajya Sabha, not in the capacity as the vice president. Am I clear? Very, very, very important. So meaning these are the opportunities. Maybe you are all aware of these points. We have already discussed many times, during our classes. So, but because it is the election time, election is happening now today. That is the reason why. So we're just trying to revise these points. Since the election is there, at any time it may be a question once again. At the time you should not have confusion and you should have only clarity. That's it. Next. So salary is drawn in the capacity of a chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Salary is 1,25,000 rupees. Entitled to free residence, daily allowance, medical and other allowances. While acting as the president of India, he is entitled to draw the salary of the president and not that of the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. And if you look at the vice president's list, this is the list, please. Started with Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, followed by Dr. Zakir Hussain, V.V. Giri, Gopal Swarup Patak, B.D. Jetty, Muhammad Hidayatullah, R. Venkatraman, Shankar Dayal Sharma, K.R. Narayanan, Krishna Kant, Bhairav Singh Shekhawat, and right now it is Muhammad Ansari. And majority of them, after serving as the vice president, they also got elected to the office of the, the president. Right now, look at this. So the election is going on. Rajya Sabha Secretary General Sushmir Sharif will serve as the returning officer for the 15th Vice President election, and this is being held today, right? August 5th, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu versus Gopal Krishna Gandhi. NDA has 337 members of the parliament in the Lok Sabha and 80 in the Rajya Sabha. So this is the strength of NDA, right? And apart from this, AIADMK, there is a talk now. There is a serious talk that this what do you call AIADMK will be joining NDA. The talks are going on, and because of this Mr. Dinakaran, once again the talks were stopped. But if everything goes well, very soon AIADMK will become the part of NDA, and AIADMK is also going to get 1 or 2 bets in the union cabinet. In the similar manner, the talks are like that. We don't. Regarding TRS also, it is also planning to join another political party that is called YSRCP, which is there in Andhra Pradesh. It is also extending support to NDA. So they are all planning to become the part of this NDA. But otherwise, NDA has got its own strength. Apart from that, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu is also supported by Telangana Rashtra Samiti, which is there in power in Telangana, and AIADMK, which is there in power in Tamil Nadu, and another important political party from Andhra Pradesh, YSRCP party, that is headed by Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy, that is the main opposition party in Andhra Pradesh. So they're all supporting Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, and it will be a cakewalk for Mr. Venkaiah Naidu. Very smoothly, he is going to be elected, and his name will be declared elected by evening. Look at this. So AIADMK, TRS and YSRCP combined have 67 MPs in both houses. Hence, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu has a support of 484 out of the total 790 MPs in both the houses. Right, and apart from the several other nominated members. So while he needs 395 to win, he needs 395, and already he got 484 plus. So it will be a cakewalk. Right, and so we wish all good luck to the outgoing Vice President of India, Mr. Hamid Ansari, and we welcome the newly going to be elected Vice President, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu. All the very, very best, right? So for especially the Vice President of India being the chairman of Rajya Sabha, it's very difficult to handle the situations because of the ruckus that happens in the Rajya Sabha every time. Not just Rajya Sabha, both the houses, same scene will be there. In assemblies are also there. So this is the place where, you know, the elected representatives must behave with the matured, with lots of maturity. Unfortunately, unruly scenes are happening in the parliament and state legislatures. And definitely, with the elevation of Mr. Venkaiah Naidu to the position of Rajya Sabha chairman, definitely he'll be able to handle the situations very effectively in Rajya Sabha. And we wish him a very, very, very good luck. At the same time, Mr. Hamid Ansari, we wish you all a very, very happy retired life. Right? So he's out better, one of the fantastic politicians in India, wonderful person. Right. And finally, once again, I would like to remind you that we have an app that is suitable for Android, and from Play Store you search for onlineias.com, onlineias.com, no spaces. So that search for it, you can download it and you can start watching our videos, and you can start reading the notes from there, and very frequently you will get the updates, and every day you will get at least one very important question, right? So in your mobile itself. Fine. And make use of this very effectively. If anybody is interested, it's a free app. It's absolutely free app. You can share this with anyone. So let them also have our app in their mobiles. So with respect to this iPhone compatibility, it's the process is on. Very soon that will also be given to you, right? So iPhone users, it's not available for you at this stage, but Android users, that you can start enjoying from today itself. And I wish you all the very, very best, and thank you so much for being with me this afternoon, and I'll see you again on Monday with the more current affairs, right? And I wish you a very, very happy weekend, and enjoy Saturday evening and entire Sunday. Fine. After completing your studies, enjoy, not before that. Fine. And I'll see you. Thank you so much.